Well, I'm hoping the camera's going to work okay today. I have reset it. For those who know where we are, Las Abiertas. Last time I walked here, Jen was fine. And we walked this walk that I'm walking today, actually. I've suddenly realised. It's a small walk, the short walk this for me, 4 kilometres just to keep me fit. We're going up and over the top, well, up to the top. It's a long grind uphill, and then I'll come back down that road, which is the same way exactly as we did when Jen was here. We did take longer than I said, so yeah, Jen, might say an hour on my maps, but probably going to take longer. This is a long climb. The flowers were out last time we were up here, but now we've got fruit. I don't know what these are. Strange looking fruit. And obviously those are apples. But I'll keep walking, otherwise it will take me 2 hours to finish this walk. I should have brought you this way, Denise. You'd have really seen what Canaries were really like before the tourists got here, as you can see. I realised I hadn't sent the message saying started the walk, so I just had to stop again. The Garmin is a real pain in the arse to work with. I had to restart it 3 times to get the send messages menu. They really are crap at software, Garmin. Anyway, the message had been sent before I got into any trees, so you should receive that one. I don't know how that survived till now. I don't know why they don't focus properly. But yeah, I remember this walk now. We got part way up this hill and turned up on a path on the right because we were going to do the loop that side and this side. And we finished up coming back on the same path because we couldn't find our way out. So this time I'm not going to turn right onto the loop, I'm going on the left hand loop up this hill. This is about 500 foot climb straight up at the start of the walk. That's why I am breathing rather heavily. I think that might have been the path we went down a couple of years ago. It's overgrown now. Everybody else has learned it's the wrong way to go. So I'll continue to climb. I'm tracking on, I'm not tracking on the Garmin. Forget that. I haven't sorted that out yet. I'm tracking on the iPhone and navigating by the Android phone. So I do have lots of GPS working for me. My, this is hard. Some pretty flowers. They're on the gorge, I think. No doubt somebody knows what they really are, even if I don't. The underfoot is getting easier. I'm reaching the pines now, so I've got pine needles cushioning the slidey rocks that were down at the bottom, although it does get worse a bit further up again. Well, the path, or the map, says I can either go up there, then come walk across the top and come back down, or I can go down here, stay on the same level. So I'm already sweating cobs. If I can reduce the amount of climbing, I will do. So I'm going down this way. There's lots of manure on here, Kelly. This is obviously one of the routes. There's a small a couple of kilometres back, probably less. They obviously use this for the horses. This bit's fine, but I'm not sure how they get up the bit with the lots of loose stones about, although they do have 4 legs, not 2, so maybe it's easier. There are some interesting places down here. Now you look down into the wood there, off this edge, and into the forest, and you could wander down there. You might fall off an edge now and then. Lots of rocks there as well, of course, so there may be some holes, but it is quite fascinating, this area. Different to San Jose to some extent, certainly different to Las Vegas, and when I get a bit further you can see straight out over the Atlantic. Normally it has rained up here this morning, but the weather comes off the Atlantic and hits this fairly hard, so it does get a fair amount of rain. It's interesting, I just went through that mud patch there from the rain. The only footprints are hooves, there are no human ones, so obviously this is not used by walkers very much. It is very hard to get to, and parking is a problem, and it's hard, so maybe it wouldn't be a very fun place to be. But having just told Jen that I couldn't hear the birds singing, I slowed down, stopped gasping for breath and controlled my breathing, and suddenly could hear the birds. So there are birds up here, Denise. Don't know what the hell they are, but yeah, do have bird song. A giant dandelion. They're on the way out. Next year's. Right. I'll carry on a bit. I just sent second message saying still walking. I've only been walking 20 minutes at the most, but according to the GPS I'm nearly halfway around. This is silly. Anyway, looking over there, you can see down to the coast and the Atlantic. I don't know which part of the coast I'm looking at there. I have no idea how we'll be getting to tell you. We're not as far around as Puerto or anything like that. We're past Icod. So somewhere between the Icod and Puerto. Right, I will continue this way. Used for horse manure, growing mushrooms. In the middle of a footpath. Shows that very few people walk up here. I'm nearly halfway. The original message I gave you was wrong. I was halfway along this bit, which is basically running on a contour line, so it's level. I've got another 300 metres before I go down, and that is the halfway point. So I'll stop there for a little sip of water. And here we are, coming to the turn back that goes down the mountain back to the minibus. Probably halfway. It's always difficult to tell, but I'll be able to sit here and have a coffee, not a coffee, some water, and then walk down. It's quite interesting. I'll take some photos on the way down. Julie, this isn't anywhere near where Auntie Jen is. She's up that way, up Tady. Fair distance up there. It'll take a while to walk up there. I'm going to be walking down there in a minute. But first of all, I'm going to have a drink. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I mean, here I'm in the middle of nowhere, not much about. Decide to have a little pee, and a bloody van comes past me. They've gone up that way. I don't know what's up there. I must have a look when I get back to see what is up there. Interestingly, let's show you down to the coast. There we are, that's That's the Atlantic and some of the resorts there. But I'm off down here. I've just sent another still walking message because this is really halfway. But the Garmin is saying poor GPS signal and satellite, so you may not get that one. Although I can see over the Atlantic nothing in the way, but then to inland there is. Depends which satellite it's talking to. I can see right in the distance on the horizon there, and I doubt if I'm going to see it on this. Oh, there you are. That's La Palma, the two humps of La Palma. Looks as though it might be a nice paddock down there, Kelly. If I remember rightly, coming down here, there are some nice houses down here. People who decided to live off the grid have come up here and built houses or bungalows. This is one of them. That white thing there is a cloud water capture device. The mist comes in, condenses there, and they catch it in their base. And the other side of that is this solar panel array for power. The house is further down, but that's obviously where that paddock, and I suggested there would be a nice paddock here. It's part of their land. That's a very nice piece of land, isn't it? You wouldn't mind that, Kelly, would you? All the way around to the house around the corner here. This is all theirs. As you can see, the fence all the way around. Surprised me, I haven't had big dogs shouting at me at present. But, no. At some point, somebody must have cleared all those little stones off that land to clear the soil. Amazing. And yeah, up there is the house on the top. The bungalow, actually, it's not a house. And the land comes down and finishes about here. There are some more further down. The bits of land are obviously all bought. They've all got fairly secure gates in them on the track, so something's up there. Another house on the left down here, I'll show you in a minute. This is another one. A nice piece of land, nice trees. I presume these people have a few bob, but again, they collect their own water. There's no water supply up here. They have to get their own water in from the cloud. This house is around the corner. But what a nice place to live. Away from the bloody rest of humanity. There you are, the house. I don't think you can see it from here. You can probably just about see it. It is actually built in to that thing. You can see a chimney. It's a chimney. It's got two chimneys on there. But that's the looking after the environment as well. Also keeping warm, of course. In the hillside it doesn't go so cold in winter. There you can see little sun house, little kids house, and the entrance to where they live. Very nice. Well, not much interference in their lives. This came over here to get away from people like me. But this is a big piece of land. As you can see, this is all theirs. It's got a wood as well as anything else. This part has obviously been farmed at some time. There are walls, retaining walls. You can see 3 there, 1, 2, 3 behind them, and a derelict property over the top there. Don't know how far this track goes. My thoughts are it comes back on the road. If so, it is an easy way of getting up. This is kind of concreted on top of the bedrock, so they've got a good traction up to their properties. It might be a private road, of course. There's a track that goes up. Presumably to that. Oh no, the house is there that was derelict. So it's not to that, it goes past that. So this must have its own entrance further down. And then I can get there. Yes, I did think that at some point this turned into a track. My recollection was it turned into a path as well. Again, under the pile of stones that someone's collected off their land to clear it so they can grow things in. Very nice open space at the end of this. End of it. Now, God, I don't know whether there was a turn off here. I need to check my GPS. Don't want to walk down the wrong one. I thought I should go down there, but checking again this, I think this is where we went on the path last time. And looking at this, there is a path in there. So for a short while, I'll increase the resolution on this and see how far I get before it says you've really cocked this up, bot. No, according to this, we're on the right track. I remember this now. We're on the edge of a wall, and that's what we walk onto until we get back, virtually, until we get to a turn back up, which is 200 metres away. So I'll stop filming for a minute. As you can see, the path goes up there, and this is the edge of the wall. A terrace, there's another terrace down there, so this is a series of terraces. Oh, there's one behind me as well there. So I'm walking down at the top of a terrace which has been turned into a path. Well, I've come off the worst bit, where I was walking on the rocks on the edge of the path because the undergrowth had pushed the path out so far. A bit like this bit, with lots of bloody ouch, brambles about, lots of rock. As you can see, this is a bit of a mess. Oh, I wonder what that was. That was just the wind blowing my imagination. Oh look, and there's a pretty flower. Right, it looks as though I've got a fork in the path. My goodness. I'm on a track. I presume I must go to the right. I'd better check. The map says I should be walking downhill for a short stretch. The other way is uphill. So I'm going this way, which is the way I thought it should go. The path the road where it turned off does join a road further on, but it's not anywhere near where the man is, so it wouldn't have been any good to me. But this is now easy again. Oh, we'll get away from that bramble growing across the path. I think there might be 1 or 2 scratches by the time I finish today. It's been a bit hairy in there, but now it's easy enough again. I remember getting here with Jamie and Gaynor because we're going downhill. We want to be up there when we get to the other side. So you've obviously got to climb out once we get to the bottom of here. So there's going to be some uphill walking once I've got to the bottom of this bit. Well, the end is in sight now, so not bad. This is the other bit I remember. You come out of the pines there, where you've got pine needles on, nice path. And you come to this, which is bloody awful. Loose gravel and lots of brambles and thistles about. So I'm going to have to switch this off. I can't walk and film in this stuff. But I'm going down to the bottom, then out the other side. Well, I'm now finding dog poo, which suggests I'm getting near where people walk, because they don't walk far. They have to take the dogs for a walk. They like short walks. So it looks as though I'm coming back onto the main track now. It's another one where I think I'm not sure whether I have to go up or down, because this is the wrong track. I think it's not the track I normally walk. Let me look at GPS again. Well, sadly it says walk uphill, so I've got to go that way. I thought it might do. We've got to walk out of this valley to get back to Las Abiertas. So as you can see, I've got a nasty climb in front of me, so I'm going to turn this off and concentrate on getting up the hill. This is a hard hill, I'll show you later, but look across there. I am parked behind that car, behind that tree on the road there. So that's where I've got to go through, up there and across. Then I've finished. That mountain there that you can see in the front is one that we walked around from La Montañeta, and it goes down round the far side and up this side. It is a killer. When I first walked that with the rest of them, they threatened never to send me a birthday card or a Christmas card again. But hell, we haven't done it recently. Pretty flowers, nice little house there. Not far from the village. Probably one of the better positions to be in. Still away from the maddening world. Oh, these are a nice plant. What are these? Oh, I can't actually see any flowers that I could take pictures of. Never mind. We're nearly back now. The ferns are starting to come out, so next year's ferns are now beginning to grow quite well. There'll be some nice ferns later on. Ferns are very pretty. Not everybody likes them, but they're pretty. I like these little pink flowers. Pretty flowers. I don't know what's up with the automatic focus on this thing, but it doesn't work close up. You'll have to work it out. Here we are, coming up to the end of the walk. This is where the roads join. I walked up that one earlier. When we get round this corner, with a bit of luck, my minibus will still be there. And there you are, the minibus. So, yeah. Managed to get back. Oh, it goes with a lot of yellow flowers on. Yes, if Jen had been there, I'd have told her 1.5 hours. It's taken me 1 hour 23 minutes, so she'd have been happy with me today. While the mist's still away, you can see right round the coast. You could see, well, that's the road that goes up, you can't see it. But you get far enough round, you get to Orotava and Puerto, whatever they call it, Puerto Cruz. I can't see it here, but that's where it is, round there somewhere. But the sky is, as you can see, it's not bad over the ocean. It's a bit grey, but when I came up this morning it was really grey. Well, it was like that up there. That was what it was like when I first came up, and I thought it was going to rain on me. But it didn't. I will send the last, I've finished my walk back, and see whether that works. So, that's it for today.